Now, we've spoken before about the various food items that you can collect when you're on the road. Keep an eye out on farm gates, visit country butchers, and also take a fishing rod. That's going to improve your chances of getting something. I've got Steve Cooper with me today. Now, Steve is an ace fisherman. We've been fishing mates for a while, and the difference is he catches a lot more fish than I do, and that's very handy. Steve managed to separate a very decent Murray cod yesterday from its home. It was decent enough to produce a fillet exactly like that. In fact, that very fillet. I wanted to show you a very simple, very delicious way of cooking a piece of fish like this on a barbecue. Now, wrapping a fish in foil to cook on a barbecue is like having a shower in your underpants. It's not a really good idea. Let me show you a little trick. Take some bacon. The longer and fattier the bacon, the better. Place it between two plates, just jam it between two plates and pop it in the microwave for about a minute and a half in the plates. You can do that anytime. You can do that well before you cook it. But what it does is it just softens it up and makes it quite sort of leathery and pliable, but still delicate and tender. And then wrap a few pieces around the fish. Now, when you get to the end, take a little bit of mayo and glue it down. When this seal hits the heat, it will make a little bit of a weld in the bacon. Take another strip and put it on here. Now, this serves two useful purposes. It flavors the fish. You get that lovely smoky saltiness of the bacon, but it also lifts it, elevates it slightly off the grill to stop it sticking. Little blob of mayo, glue it down. Simple as that. Now, you do need to season it very simply. I don't like anything much more than a bit of salt and pepper, because you've got a fair amount of salt in there from the bacon. A bit of pepper. Make sure those seals are still in place, because they're going to be tested on the grill. And as always, a little drizzle of olive oil just to improve that traction across the grill. It'll slide over there like nobody's business. Works like snowshoes. There we have it. A lovely big chunk of Murray cod, sitting it on a barbecue, and we're going to have the last laugh here. Fish, of course, doesn't take terribly long to cook, pound for pound, compared to meat, which is why it's not a bad idea to slightly pre-cook that bacon. You will need something to lift it with, so I suggest something like that. What do you think? You could use a landing net, Steve.
Well, a landing net would be just ideal, wouldn't it?
That'd be all right.
That'd be right.
Yeah, lift it over with a landing net, flip it over.
Why do you add all the flavour to fish?
Needs a bit of help. Needs a bit of help. Particularly cod is a comparatively bland fish. Now, you can see already the way that fish is cooking. See that? So you've got lovely, darkly cooked bacon, crisping up and protecting the fish. If we'd had skin on that fish, turning it over like that would have left a nice track of skin on the plate and not much on the fish. It's getting very close. Don't forget, when you're cooking a piece of fish like this, you're cooking on a grill in an oven. So it's the same principle as a chef sealing a piece of fish in a pan and then putting the whole thing in an oven to finish it. We very simply tented it with foil, because when you take fish off a grill like that, it keeps cooking. And that's what you want. You don't want it more cooked, but you want the cooking to even out, so it will flake beautifully, it'll come apart, it'll be just delicious. You can probably already taste that, Steve, can't you?
Almost.
You want some chips with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, I thought you would.